Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the new month of May's market analysis, and I'm going to explain this in a bit. It won't be fair if I keep this information to myself. I can see what price is trying to do, and I said, let me quickly share this with everybody. By the way, happy new month. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and of course, give the video a thumbs up and use the comment section if you have any questions or any thoughts whatsoever. So quickly, let's do this. Let's dive to the DXY first of all, as we always ensure we look at the USD index first of all. And we had a massive drop from yesterday. You can see this massive candle. And of course, if you check the calendar, right, from the information that we had yesterday, right, that was Wednesday, May 1st. You can see we had a whole bunch of the dollar that we talked about in the previous video, where we said expect volatility in the market. And that was exactly what we got. We got the much needed volatility in the market to test this area. You look at what we have right here. We have this as a resistance, and you can see a whole bunch of support areas here. So naturally, as it gets back to this point, you can see with the massive candle, you can see that there was a quick rejection based on this wick over here. But mind you, this is what I am seeing, and I'm going to share this to everybody so you can try to take advantage. Don't forget, we still have high impact news coming out today, and of course, the big one tomorrow, the non-farm payroll. But this is what I'm seeing for this new month market analysis. I'm seeing the market move in this manner, and then eventually it's going to break out from the support. Immediately that happens, this is your cue to look for price pulling back to this area that was former support. And then you should now act as resistance. And I always call that a flip zone. So price could be moving in this manner, and you could get a position here to short. Or once it forms a low over here, because now I can call this a high, and then it will give us this low here, and then it give us, give us this low here, high, low, then give us a higher lower here. Then we should have that lower low. By the time we have this, wait for the pullback to this area or this area here. And whether this or this, look forward to selling even the more in this month of May. That means that our prediction for the DXY for the USD index is further drop, at least to these areas over here or these areas over here. You would always notice that those areas, they tend to act as support and resistance at one point in time. And that's why I call them flip zones. You can see here resistance, a whole bunch of resistance here, support, flipped over, flip zone, support, support, right? So pay attention to what happens within the next couple of days, today and tomorrow especially, based on the high impact news, because I'm expecting some further drop, right? You remember in a previous video, we talked about these highs, and price has tested it now, and it got a heavy rejection. So this is what we're looking at for the DXY. And because of this, if we check out like the Euro USD, don't forget, because of this DXY that we're expecting to drop, that means that for this Euro USD, we're expecting it to what? To push higher. Look at the same thing again, the flip zone, support, support. Look at this, a whole bunch of resistance over here. The same thing as well, expecting it to move in this manner and then push back to the highs here, breakthrough, right? So this would also be a key area. By the way, there is a difference between support and demand. This area here, once it breaks out, should not act as support. But this point here, that is also known as the origin of the move, is what we call the demand, right? So support and demand is or are areas where you want to buy, but they're slightly different in their location. That's all. But there's still areas where you want to buy. So look for something like this, and when you have this pattern, just like the DXY, expect price to pull back to this area of support and then push higher, or to pull back to this area of demand and then push higher, right? So whatever the support or the demand, whatever case it is, look for buying opportunities. And trust me, if this is what happens for the DXY, expect the Euro USD to push higher. And also, they say when price tends to knock on a particular area for too long, it could also mean that it's about to bust through that area. And that's what we have over here. In these areas of resistance where it has been knocking for a while, it looks like it might be ready to punch out, break out, and then use that area as a flip zone and then push higher, right? So then also quickly on the GBP USD, because we are going to be focusing more on the Euro USD and GBP USD based on the dollar, based on the USD index, the DXY. So over here, similar story. You can see what we have over here, all our levels. And don't forget, it is the price action that gives birth to the support and resistance, gives birth to the supply, demand, gives birth to your chart patterns, your wedges, flags, pennants, head and shoulders, ICT, SMC, and so on. So price action is key, price action is king. You can see all these areas over here, the same story as we had on the other ones. This is what I'm expecting. And if you notice, my directional bias is to one area. Even though price has been dropping and it has pulled back to these areas, I'm seeing something different. And that's why I said, let me share with you guys. Because many a times when price, moves in a particular manner like this, traders tend to say, why did it not honor these areas as resistance? It's because you are focusing on just one side. You're not paying attention to the other side. It's like a game of chess. A chess player should always preempt the opponent's next move before he or she does his own. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If I'm a chess player and I'm about to move my queen, before I move my queen, whether to this side or that side or whatever, I must also look at, if I move this way, what what would my opponent do? And that's what we're trying to do over here, right? So pay attention to this. We have been short biased on the GBP USD and the Euro USD thanks to the DXY. But now I am seeing something different just for you guys to have another point of view. And that's why I'm calling this my new month of May's market analysis, right? So that once you understand that May, there was a turnaround, right? With respect to the price action, you understand what we're talking about better. Now, I'm going to be rounding up this video now. I want you guys to watch this video again. Because another question comes out, and that is, how do I know when a trend reversal is going to occur? This is a little scenario for everybody to pay attention to. The answer could easily be a case of too many knocks. When price keeps on knocking on a particular level, it could also be an indication that's about to break that level, right? Just for us to have a good understanding of price. Once again, guys, don't forget, we still have high impact news coming out later today, Thursday, for the dollar. As you can see, unemployment claims, and of course, the big one coming out tomorrow, the non-farm payroll NFP. So pay attention. If you do not have any directional bias, you don't have any analysis, solid analysis, best thing for you to do is to be on the sideline, because the volatility that's going to be introduced is going to be this big, this massive. Yes. So please protect your account. There are always opportunities in the market. Don't try to force anything out of the market. Wait for the market to present to you, and you simply do what? Simply accept. With that said, I want to say thank you to you guys for joining me. It has indeed been a good one. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, and leave your comment below. Let's know how the videos are helping you. Let's know what you would like to see. Let's also get your own point of view. What do you think about the analysis? Give us your own analysis. In every chart, there are always buyers and sellers. I've given you my own point of view for this new month of May, where I'm looking forward to the dollar dropping, and then the Euro USD and pounds USD also appreciating higher. And of course, there's another area here that price could as well get to. As you can see, We're marking these areas based on what we can see. If you look at the chart in front of us, support, resistance, 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 and resistance, even though a breach, it is always an area. And that's what we always say as well, that when you look at the market, you need to look at the market with respect to an area. And that's why at times you might see a rectangle like this on the chart to do what? To pick out the areas. Okay, so with that said, I want to say thank you guys for joining. See you very soon. If you have any questions, drop. Don't forget NFP, very explosive. Do not lose your account. Do not crash an account. Do not crash. I repeat, do not crash an account. You want to make money, you need to survive and know when not to trade, which is one of the hardest things for traders to do. Thank you guys. See you next time. Cheers.